Hey, my name is PolishLynx. We finished the first route of Sakura MMO, and I literally just finished it a few minutes ago. I went through all of the videos I made. I noted all the freaking choices we had. There are actually 10 choices for basically Fion's route, what I assume is what we had. Then I basically tried to get Neve's route. I freaking wrote down what possibly might lead to that. We'll see if it works. If it works, that's great. Speaking of which, is the first time after getting one of the endings I don't actually cheat my way to the other endings. But I will go with my own decisions here and we'll see if I can achieve that. Possibly you will see this as I achieved that because I will just cut out the failures and put on the successes. I also have the possible route for Ellery, but with this I'm not quite sure if that's where this will go. Anyway, let's go. We'll be skipping, by the way, so let's see how it goes. I know this is a crazy idea maybe, but let's actually go. I need to actually write down the full answers for this. Let's try mocking her here. Let's mock her. I'm sorry, but I still play on one hand. I much prefer when you're moaning in pain. I apply yet more pressure with my heel. The effect is instantaneous. The knight's eyes open wide. She starts to rave. How pathetic. She looks so pathetic. Torturing her is so entertaining I can't control myself. I want to hurt her more. Alright. So yeah, basically we'll see if we can get. Of course, here we are accepting the offer from Neve to massage. Wait, what? I had such a choice? Holy sh... How come I didn't write this down? Oh crap. Alright, there is a missing choice here, by the way. Let's help her, whatever. I know she doesn't need the help there, but anyway. Yeah, I skipped one of the choices. Okay. I freaking... well, whatever. Thank you, Neve, for being so considerate, of course. How come I don't have this written as well? Oh, for heaven's sake. You can tell that I was skipping through the videos and not... you know. Let's tell her to be more careful this time. I'm pretty sure I said comfort Fion before. I'm pretty sure I did that. So now we'll go with tell Fion to be more careful. I know it's not nice, but what can I do? I mean, my goal right now is the Neve's ending. Oh dear! I thought and shake my head. It seems you have nobody to blame for this state of affairs other than yourself. I know, miss, I know it ain't nobody fault but mine. I ain't trying to shift the blame. Really, I'm stupid, useless girl. You might not be the brightest, but I trust you've been punished enough for your foolishness. I dislike seeing pretty girls cry. You're making a mess of your face. It seems like it's such a waste. And that's why my companion and I will help you find the drink. Isn't that right, Neve? If that's what you wish. Shit, so there were basically 12 choices in this game, not only 10. Alright, and this time we are pushing her into the tree. Of course I have to go through with this. I'm the great dark witch Viola. I can't let myself be overcome by a moment of pity. I said I was going to punch the girl, and I will. It might be a dirty way to get the job done, but so long as the job does get done, who am I to complain? Oh, stop your whining. I'm an honest woman. I don't go back on my word. But the tree! If you give me up to the tree, it will kill me. Don't be silly. It won't kill you. It just play with you a little. If it goes too far, I will attack it and make it let go of you, I promise. You promised me, but you're the Dark Witch? I don't know if your promises are worth all that much. I might be Dark Witch, but like I said, I'm honest. Now, forward you go! Hey! What? I push Fion towards the tree. She stumbles. Yeah! She hits the ground with a dull thud. She holds one hand to her behind and rubs it. Oh, that hurts! And then she pauses. Huh? She blinks. Oh no! Her sudden panic scream has awoken the sentient tree. It bears down upon her. It unfurls its vines. And then... Yeah! It scoops Fion up into the air and tightens its hold around her waist. After I took the time to educate her, some things happened. You don't need to actually know that. You're the cutest girl I know, Neve here. Benefiting. Wait, what? There's something different. Fion raises an eyebrow. Don't make me laugh, I ain't benefiting from this. But my maid has prepared you a delicious feast, and you can sleep in a comfy bed instead of in a street corner. How is that not an improvement of your life? Sure, it might look like improvement, but what would cost? My freedom! You're keeping me here as a prisoner so you can do all kinds of horrible things to me. I just know it. Now, why would I do anything horrible to you? Why wouldn't you? You're the evil Dark Witch! Fion snorts. I don't mean to be rude or anything, lady, but you don't have a great track record at being nice so far. I did save you from those skeletons, remember? Oh yeah, you did, so you could watch me scream off, squirm, and back afterwards. You didn't save me cause you were worried about me, you did cause you wanted to punch me yourself, you said as much. Well, after you threw me to the tree and let his have it way with me, I'd rather have been torn about by those skeletons. At least they wouldn't have even felt in humiliating me quite as much as you have. Fion's cheeks are burning red with rage. She curves her hands up into face and bangs the top of the table, making the plates of food rattle. I ain't gonna sit here a month longer and pretend to play nice with you. I'm sick of you, and I'm sick of your fine food, and I wouldn't stay here long. A second later if you'd let me leave, but you won't. And I guess here I'm a prisoner, and I ain't never gonna be a friend. I'm never gonna forgive you for what you did to me. I really can't stand you. Fion gives me a reproachful look and gets to her feet. She marches out of her dining room despite Neve's protest, her eyes narrowed. Neve watches her retreating back with a frown. I knew we should never have let her girl stay here. I can't believe she's throwing your hospitality back in your face like that. It's alright, Neve. It's to be expected. We did take things a bit too far back then. I frown, arms folded, and then lean back in my seat. Pushing Fion down into the mood would have been one thing, but letting that tree have its way with her was another altogether. See, that's why I didn't make that choice before. And the girl would find being abused in such a way humiliating, particularly in front of other people. I can't really blame Fion if she hates me. I got so caught up in thinking about my new life in Asaph, free of the rules and restrictions imposed upon me the human world, that I overstepped boundaries and went much too far. Perhaps I should apologize to Fion. As the Great Dark Witch, I should be above apologizing to others. I'm sure that's what Neve would say, but I can't express a twinge of guilt in the pit of my stomach. Right, I've made up my mind. I push my foot to one side and get to my feet. I'm going to talk to Fion about what happened earlier, and I'm going to tell her that I'm sorry. But me lady! Neve stares me, her eyes wide. You have absolutely nothing to apologize for. Yep, I know she'd say that. I called it. You shouldn't demand yourself about apologizing to her. Come on her! She stole from your fire, she deserved everything she got. Maybe not. But I didn't have to be quite that cruel. I don't want her to hate me. It's such a waste given how cute she is. I think I need to set this right. And so, seriously, we continue? Fion, I thought you might be in here. I entered the thief girl's room without knocking on the door. As expected, Fion's lying face down on the clean white sheets, her arms wrapped around the pillow. She looks so small and frail, I guess another painful stamp of guilt pierces my stomach. I guess I really did go far, huh? Fion's bedroom looks almost identical to mine. I'm the one who furnished the castle, so all the rooms were designed with my personal preferences in mind. I'm fond of large, towering pieces of furniture and beds big enough to lose oneself in, but this is probably too fancy for Fion's tastes. She looks like she's being swallowed by my bedsheets. This whole time I've just forced my preferences on Fion, without taking a moment to consider how she might feel. I should have been more considerate. Fion must be thinking that too, because she sits up on her bed and glares at me. I didn't say you could come in. I know I didn't, but I want to talk to you. Well, I don't want to talk to you. Like I said, I don't even want to see your face. Oh my. I cover my cheek with one hand and sigh. Is there anything of my facial features really displeasing to you? I was under the impression my looks were at least above average, but perhaps not. Your face has nothing to do with it. You could be the prettiest woman in the whole kingdom and you still have a rotten heart. Do you think I'm the prettiest woman in the kingdom? Fiona squeezed the pillow a little closer to her chest. Her cheeks turned pink. That ain't got nothing to do with anything, damn it! Just listen to what I'm trying to say. I'm listening now, I promise. Well, I know how much your promises were worth. How cruel. I might do weak things, but I never break my promises. Aren't you the one who fed me a dish of lice back in the forest? I need to survive. I wouldn't swim people if I didn't have to. You bully young girl just cause you can. It's totally different. You're despicable. And not adorable. You're pretty, damn it. You're way better than I imagined, but that only makes it worse. It'd be easier to hate if you were an ugly old witch like the stories say, but you look like an ordinary woman. Oh dear. I sigh and shake my head. And what else do the stories say? You think you ate babies and grind their bones down to make your potions amongst other things. How barbaric. I would never do anything that gruesome. So, you wouldn't hurt a baby, would you? At least that's something. Of course not. We don't have nearly enough meat on them to make delicious dishes, and grinding their bones in powder sounds like far too much effort. Fiona pulls a face. I take back everything I just said. There is no saving a brave woman like you. Maybe not. But I'm not the ogre you seem to think I am. I did a bit of thinking and I glanced down the polished wooden floorboard, sounding cold and thrown. Really, I'm sorry for what I did to you. Hey! Come again? I said I'm sorry. I should have pushed you into the tree. It was wrong of me. Well, it's easy to say that, but it won't change the past. I can't trust you just because you apologize. I know that, and that's why I'm willing to show how sorry I am through my actions. Is there anything you would like me to do for you? No favor, it's too small. You could always let me go. And leave on the streets again? I couldn't bear that. That sounds more like inflicting really upon the kindness than a kindness. Can't you think a little bigger? I mean, I'm the powerful dark witch, you know. There's almost nothing in the world that I can't make possible with my magic. Really? Fiona sits up all straight at this, her attention piqued. There are no limits? Well, there are one or two. Maybe I shouldn't have spoken so carelessly. I can't bring people back from death. That isn't possible. Huh? Fiona's relief lays, her shoulders slump. But you have that necromancer necklace or whatever. I do, but that necklace can't reverse the state of death. It can make skeletons rise from the earth and undead corpses, but they are not truly alive. Like you saw yourself, these skeletons weren't real flesh and blood humans. They were licks, animated only by the desire to kill. If somebody you love has died, it would be far kinder to let them rest. If you revive them, they wouldn't be the same as remember them. In fact, they would probably be a danger to you. I see. Fiona sighs and draws her knees up beneath her chin. Well, so much for that. Some all-powerful dark witch we are. I'm warning you for your own sake, Fiona. Yeah. Another sigh. Well, there is one more thing you could help me with, I guess. If you're really willing to apologize me, that is. And what is that? Explain, I guess, that I'd have to tell you about my past. So you're going to give me history lesson. It's nothing that grand one. It's a story about an ill-fated family who suffered because of the community they lived in. You see, I was born in... Okay, so we are going through the same story, but written a little differently. You see, I was born in a city called Moutier. It's a very pretty city, with lots of beautiful white buildings everywhere. I guess it's kinda famous. I'll say. Moutier is one of the biggest in Asaph. There are a lot of markets there, much better than the one in Kotone. If my owner serves me correctly, I purchased most of the furniture that decorates my home from Moutier. My mother died a little while after she gave birth to. I never really knew her, so I've never missed her. As for my dad, however, I really did love him. He was the most wonderful father a girl could have wished for. He used to play with me all the time, and he always bought me new clothes and clothes whenever he could. He spent all his money, keeping me and my big sister wholly happy. We really were happy back in those days too. My father owned a small grocery store. He bought fruits and vegetables from local farmers and for cheap prices and sold them on higher rates. He worked for long hours and never complained. My father was a kind, patient man and he never complained about anything, even when I was being a pest. We had a nice house and my sister and I always had pretty clothes to wear, with matching ribbons in our hair. We had everything we could wanted and I was never sad or lonely. At least until one day... Fiona winces. The city guards knocked on the door of our shop when we were all closed for evening and demanded to speak to my father. They... Fiona's voice trembles, her body trembles too. I want to rest a comforting hand on her shoulder and offer a few reassuring words, but I know I can't. I don't have that right. I made Fiona suffer a lot over the last few days, and I know she doesn't trust me. I don't think I would trust me either. Instead, all I can do is ask her as gently as possible. What happened? The guard said they had suspicions about my father's behavior. They believe his business was thriving because of unlawful business practices. Like what? They thought my dad was buying vegetables from dark witches, which had been grown with illegal magics. Why would they think that? Because people started complaining about my family. They filed reports with the city guards saying our food had made them sick. They accused my dad of being a dark witch sympathizer, and they said he was trying to poison everyone. Was there any truth to these rumors? Of course not. My dad did some business with witches, but that's only because he felt sorry for him. Nobody was buying their stuff, you see. My dad just wanted to help people. He's only ever wanted to help people. And then city folk used that as an excuse to attack us. They were jealous of us because of our nice cars and our nice clothes, and they decided to bring us down. The city guards came to our house late at night and they took our father away. They held him in the prison and tortured him, trying to get a confession for a crime he'd never committed until he died. Fiona sniffs. Her shoulders shake. That was really weak before they imprisoned him. He still hadn't gotten over murder and he's never been the healthiest of people. It's after that my sister and me were on our own. We couldn't pay for our nice house, so we were thrown out onto the streets and nobody would help us. They all said we deserved it. I was only 10 years old at the time. My sister was 16. And what happened to her? How did you get separated? I decided to leave her by myself. My sister had to take on odd jobs to afford food for the us, but there wasn't enough money. She worked long and hard, but she didn't enough. She always saved the best bits for food for me. She got so faint and pale I couldn't help but worry about her. I worried I was making her sick. So you ran away? That's right. I left Moutier and I didn't tell my sister. I ran away to start my own life when I was 12, but I didn't expect to live that long. I just want to help my sister. I didn't want to be burdened to her. But you're still alive. I'm tougher than I thought. I learned how to be light with my fingers, and I thought I needed to survive. I got strong, I forgot about my past, I just focused on the present. I was so busy worrying about me and how to get food that I stopped thinking about my sister. I haven't had the luxury to care about anyone other than myself for years. But now... Fion's brow furrows. Now I've met you, Miss Dark Witch.
I still can't say I trust you. In fact, he's the exact opposite of it. You might not eat babies like the stories say, but I don't think you're a good woman. If you were, you never would have pushed me into that tree like that. Others don't matter. They can't change what you were done, but...
Fion's eyes burned to mine. I don't think I've ever seen her look this serious before.
You're supposed to have a little magic power, right?
That's correct.
Then maybe you can help me. I've never had a chance to look for my sister before, and even if I did, I doubt I'd get very far on my own, but... If I had you with me, we might stand a chance in discovering her. I'd be able to see Holly again, I'd be able to apologize for leaving her all those years ago without saying goodbye. I really do miss her. I miss her more than anything that I do anything to see her again. If you could help me find her, I might even forgive you. Maybe.
And what are my odds?
About 50-50.
I can't say only those sounds very much, but... I clutch my hand into a fist at my front. As the great dark witch Viola, I not want to be underestimated. If anybody can find your sister, I can.
You mean?
Fion stares at me, her lips blurred into a small ring.
You really look for her? For me?
Well, why not? For your forgiveness, I'm willing to do anything.
But why do you care as much? I think you just want me to stick around so you could play with me. I thought you didn't care about my feelings.
You thought wrong. Sometimes I can get a bit carried away, and then I do things I regret later.
Let's put it lightly.
But I don't really want you to despise me. Seeing you look at me with eyes full of hatred is far too depressing. You have a pretty face. If you scold too much, you will get wrinkles.
But there's no reason for wanting to help somebody.
But I do want to help you. Reasons be there, and isn't that enough?
I don't know. Do you really think you can find Holly? If she's anywhere, she'll probably be out here, but she could have moved. For all I know. If she ain't there anymore, she could be anywhere.
Oh yeah, of little faith, don't look so gloomy. I smile cheerfully. It doesn't matter if she's both here or not, she won't be able to escape from me, no matter where she is. I'll find where she's hiding and I'll drag her out by her hair. Then you can finally reunite with her after all the years, and your sisterly story will have a happy ending. I guarantee it, as the Dark Witch. No. I shake my head. Right now I am not the Dark Witch.
Then who are you?
Why, isn't it obvious?
A monkey's uncle.
That's what I feel like right now, but...
No!
Right now I'm your fairy godmother. We'll go to Maltia tomorrow, you, Neve, and me, and we'll hunt your sister down, I promise. And as you should know, I don't break my promises. I'll do anything if it will make Fion forgive me. It might not be much, but I hope this little gesture is enough to show her that I really do care.
Huh.
Fion shrugs my hand away from her shoulder.
It's not like I owe you anything for any thanks or anything, you know. You might have brought me to Kotone, but we still need to find my sister. I won't forgive you until I see Holly again.
I know. I was just trying to console you.
I don't want to be consoled by you. You're the least consoling person on the planet.
How impertinent. Neve glares at Fion as she is prone to doing. Those two really don't see eye to eye, do they? And that's not just because Neve is few inches taller than the Twitchell's teeth. Milady took you here out of her goodness of her heart, but she didn't have to. You could at least be a little appreciative.
And what do I have to appreciate away? There is no guarantee Holly's here.
If she isn't here, you have nobody to blame but yourself.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, forgive me. I should have phrased it in a simple manner. Even a dullard like you can understand. Neve calls politely and clips her throat. What I meant to say is, if you love your sister as much as you claim you do, you shouldn't have left it so late to try and find her once more. She might have moved on by now. In fact, I would be more surprised if she hadn't. Oh, actually, I can do this. You know what? Let's do this different thing here. I will do different thing here. I think it's a good decision. Probably. Who knows? Let's check out Mock the Night.
My mouth, how quaint. If you really think you can remove me from your seat before by force, I would like to see you try.
Then The night's dark, stony eyes narrow. Her fingers rest fiercely close to the blade hanging at her side.
Are you trying to threaten me, miss? I hope I'm not jacked to go to you. Be awfully rude to threaten a visitor to my city with force, but if you think you can invade me, you're sadly mistaken. I'm a proud knight. I'll never yell to anybody.
Touchy, touchy. I raised an eyebrow. Oh, just joking.
A joke!
Indeed, I can't stand pompous people who will give you a bit of a scare.
As you can see,
I hold up both my hands.
I'm not carrying any weapons. That hardly comforts me. For all I know, you could be an accomplished mage or a witch. Some of the most powerful people in the fight, not with blades, out of magic.
Now I wonder who she could be referring to. I'm sure I have no idea.
If that truly was a joke, it was in poor taste. Please don't say such careless things from now on, or you may get in trouble.
This woman. She's so serious. What I wouldn't give to loosen her up a little.
Now, as you are not Zen of Motier, you will not be permitted to remain in our city after the sun sets.
Yeah.
This ain't fair!
Finn looks at me solemnly, her eyes narrowed.
You said you'd be able to find my sister a promise, and you said you never broke your promises.
And I don't.
And where's my sister, huh?
We'll find her within time, you need to be more patient.
I can't be patient longer, damn it!
Finn kicks the ground with the heel of her shoe.
Your mate is right, this is impossible. I was a fool to put my faith in you. You've wronged me one too many times already. What else did I expect anyway?
Now. Stop grousing, little puppy. Why don't you have a bit of my crepe? It might cheer you up. Hehe, in your face! Alright, let's go with the first one this time as well.
Even if she did watch while I was assaulted by a tree. A tree! Never mind. It doesn't say she ain't as terrible as the stories make her out to be.
She's interesting. This time, let's go this. She's intriguing. I bend down and let my fingertips trail against my new conquest's cheek. Her skin is very soft and smooth, despite the cuts and marks on her cheeks.
I think she'll make a wonderful addition to my home.
Oh. I need your help. Alright, let's see where this. After spending some quick time with Ellery, I sent her to her own private quarters to recoup. I might be some of your sadist, but I'm not too cruel. I'd keep her tied up in my chamber all night. I take a bath and then I return to my boudoir. I want to reflect a little upon my rival Asaph and Ellery's words. Maybe there's a reason why the two of us were brought here. There's a little point thinking about it. It's not like answers are going to fall from the sky and land in my lap. But though I claimed I was uninterested in the ways and the house of my current situation, I can't help but be a little curious. When I entered my boudoir, however, I discovered that this might not be the best time for navel gazing. There's somebody in my room sitting on the edge of my bed. An uninvited visitor. It's none other than Neve.
Oh, milady.
Neve gets to her feet hurriedly and offers me a small bow. I guess I succeeded. What I wanted. When she bows, a few strands of her hair shift, covering her eyes. She hastens to brush them away again.
What are you doing in my bedroom? Do you have business with me? I apologize for entering without your permission. I know it's unseemly behavior for a maid to skulk about in the shadows like a kitten. I didn't knock on your door, but you didn't reply.
I was having a bath?
Oh yeah, I can see that.
Neve sneaks a shy glance at me from beneath her bangs. Her cheeks flushed. I thought I'd dried myself off pretty well after my bath, but I guess not. Some of my hair still feels a little damp. Well, that's hardly my fault. I have such a lot of hair, it's pain to clean it all. Ah. Okay, so I did this. And I did this differently. Alright. I'm sorry for interrupting. You've already said that. I know, I just am. There's something I want to talk to you about. If you're busy, I can go. We can talk later, maybe. In fact, we don't even need to talk at all, not if you don't want to. Neve glanced at her feet. Her tail twitches beneath the hem of her dress. I don't want to be a burden. Neve, what is this silliness? I take a step forward. My hand finds Neve's shoulders. I grip them, digging my nails into her skin, for not enough to hurt. Why are you acting so coy? It isn't like you. I was just thinking. Neve glanced up at me shyly. Over the past few weeks, you've taken a lot of guests. First, there was that annoying little deep girl who yaps like a dog, and now there's that knight. This is your own citadel, of course, and you're free to do what you want, but Neve fiddles with her fingers coyly. The blush on her face gets deeper and redder. It makes me wonder whether I'm not enough for you. This again? I frown. Look, Neve, I already told you, you're my precious mate. Precious? That's right, you mean a lot to me. It doesn't matter how many guests I invite to live in my home, or how many pretty girls I have my way with, you will always be my #1 mate. But that's all I am, right? Neve sighs softly. I'm just a mate. Neve. I know it's wrong of me to expect so much from you when you've already been so generous, but when I look at you and my heart starts pounding, my face gets flushed, and sometimes I can't remember what I was going to say or what I was going to do. I care about you a lot, and when I see you looking at these girls, other girls, and smiling at them or embracing them, it hurts. It really does hurt. Never. I tip her head upwards with my fingers, our eyes meet. You're not jealous, are you? Neve's mouth opens and closes. She trembles beneath my fingertips. I tried to quell these feelings raging inside my breast, but it was no use. No matter how I tried, nothing seemed to work. I know it's unseemly for a maid like myself to demand so much attention, and I know it's my place to sweep the floors and nothing more, but I'm so selfish, I will do more than that. Neve sniffles, her eyes filled with tears. What am I saying? How can I be so selfish? I used to live on the streets. You rescued me from a life of poverty and cared for me like an equal. You've given me more than I could ever hope for. I shouldn't ask for more. I shouldn't be greedy. I should be content with what I have, and I should leave you to have a nice, relaxing evening on your own. I'm sure you don't want to listen to me complaining, so I'll see myself out. Neve bows her head and turns to go, but I won't let her go. Not after that impassioned little plea. My grip about Neve's arm tightens. I draw her close to me, her chest pressing up against mine. We're so close, the tips of our noses are almost bumping. Neve's body is soft and yielding. She's a little shorter than me. Now, is she? By 1 millimeter. Neve's body is soft and yielding. She's a little shorter than me, and she's so delightfully warm. Milady! Neve blinks at me curiously. What is it? You don't want to punish me for my transgressions, do you? Don't be silly, Neve. Why should I punish you? I smile as I coil the strand of her short, dark hair about my index finger. You look like you've been punishing yourself enough already. It's only what I deserve. Why do you deserve to feel unhappy? Because I'm expecting too much. I should know my place. You're my mistress and I'm your maid. That's all it will ever be. Right? But she stares at me hopefully. Her lips burst, as for she's waiting for something more. When she breathes, her chest rises and falls. I can see her breast tremble beneath her maid's uniform. Oh, Neve, you really are cute. I am. That's right. I'm so lucky to have such a sweet, charming maid. Maybe you could be more than that. More? What do you mean? It is true, initially, that I took you in as my maid and nothing more, but as the day passed, you continue to surprise me. You're devoted, dedicated, earnest, hardworking, intelligent. I like that in a woman. I like you quite a lot.
Milady!
Neve swallowed, her dark throat trembles. There is no need to be jealous of your Ellery. While it's true I find them rather attractive, I've known you for much longer. Our relationship is a special one. They can never hope to come between us.
The name you mean?
That's right, I care about you a lot, too. You've worked hard for me these past few years, and now I want to repay the favor. I'll do something nice for you to make you happy.
Oh, milady, you have to. Don't go out of your way for my sake. I'm not worth it.
Shh. I press a finger against Neve's lips once more, effectively silencing her. Her lips feel faintly wet beneath my finger. It stirs a strange kind of motion deep inside me. Desire? I'll be the one who decides how much you mean to me. And after giving it some thought, I think you're worth a lot. You're irreplaceable.
But I'm just a maid.
You might be a maid, but you're also a good friend and close confidant. And who knows? You might make a good lover too.
Lover, but I...
Badoo. Achievement unlocked. Tearful confession. This time I silence Neve, not with my finger, but with my lips. I draw her close to me, wrapping my arms around her back and press our lips together firmly. I nibble against Neve's lower lip, and she gasps obligingly. This gives me more than ample opportunity to slide my tongue inside her mouth. Though I pride myself on being able to keep my composure, this kiss is starting to make even me turn red. It's a deep kiss, passionate and yearning. Though Neve was a little reticent at first, afraid perhaps to return my affections, she soon begins to kiss me back. Our tongues coil together, I can taste her saliva. Neve's arms wrap around my own waist, pulling me up flesh against her body. It's not just her arms, her tail too. It's winding about me. It entwines and snares me, holding me in place. Not that I mind. Right now there's nowhere I want to be but here. I want to kiss Neve, suck on her tongue, nip at her lips until they swell for as long as possible. I want to drink her in, until there is nothing left. Neve's breasts are squashed up against mine. I can feel through the fabric of her maid's uniform that her parts of body are beginning to get hard. I gasp softly into the case. Neve pushes against me, sounding aggressive. Her tongue mines the depths of my mouth, filling it. I'm so glad that's only a kiss. She's awfully passionate. Maybe she's trying to release all these pent-up emotions trapped inside her. Whoa, this will be hell of a night for those two. I draw away, a strand of saliva connecting our swollen lips together, and gasp. You're quite persistent.
Do you mind?
No, it's quite the opposite. I like it.
Oh, I'm so glad. I was worried I was being too pushy, but I wanted to do this for such a long time.
I laugh softly. I can tell you're not being very subtle.
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
Her tail twitches like a dog's. Although if that does... If it does that when she's turned on. I'll have to experiment.
I won't do this for so long, I can hold back.
Then don't.
Oh, Viola!
Neve's eyes fill with tears.
I love you! I love you so, so much! Not just as my mistress, but as a friend and a partner. I love you in every way there is love, to love somebody.
You little thing. I smile and press quick, flingies against her open mouth. I love you too!
Viola!
With flushed face and trembling shoulders, Neve presses her lips against mine once more in a wet, hot kiss. And boom, we have it. Dun, 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 dun. Let's end it here. in the next one we are trying to get the other ending, the third ending, Larry's ending. For now, hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next one tomorrow. Bye bye.